As a child, you come to expect the wild, twisted strands that sprout from the hot, hidden areas of your body. You read books called Your Changing Body and are shown pictures of adults, palms outward, straight-faced in their nakedness, dark hair in tidy pockets over their forms. What you were never told is that your first boyfriend will call it a 70s bush with a look of horror and ask you to get a Brazilian, smooth-skinned, like a Barbie doll, or a child. You'll wonder what the point of puberty was. I still remember when I was 12, the day I decided to start shaving my legs. My sister warned me never to hurry. I'd heard horror stories of bad accidents when girls were rushing. Bare-skinned and smooth-legged for the first time in my life, I felt grown up in a way I never had. I was hating and removing parts of myself, a sure sign of impending womanhood. Around the same age, a boy in my class teased me by saying he could see pubic hair under my arms. I felt quietly proud, although I don't know why I'd only be gaining more hair I felt obligated to remove. Unlike my legs, the curly wisps under my arms were never allowed to grow. You cannot shave this place often enough. The best case scenario is a greyed patch of skin, your body never quite allowing you to forget what is. Growing up, you learn less is more, or at least girls do. Say less, be less, take up less space. The editing starts early, wishing away body parts for greater beauty, greater value. If I was thinner, if my ankles were slimmer, if my waist was tinier, if my voice was smaller. When you grow up in a world where men are big, women are small, girls are little, boys are tall, what's to stop you from wanting to be shrinking down to nothing at all? As a teenager in bathers, your world is distorted. You are the sun, the center point of cosmic order, and all others the planets who orbit, all of their eyes seeing through yours, mentally picking and cutting at your body, your flaws. You would rather be nothing, hidden and small, wanting the universe to return to its order. The center point of orbit, the sun as before, with you in its shadow. No warmth or light sent your way, because you don't deserve it at all. Too much to be good, not enough less to be something more. The editing starts with my body hair. It seems totally normal to remove something that's there. It comes back every time, blunt-ended and dark-seeming, but this is a battle for which you were conscripted before you were born, when the cells were arranging themselves in your mother's warmth and deciding if your first blanket should be pink or blue. When I grow up, a girlfriend tells me that it's sloppy for women to go to their jobs barefaced, while I work in a bar where teamwork and efficient service are prized less than a sizable chest and the willingness to show it. My boss is a woman. You come to learn that women are just as often the gatekeepers of oppression as the men. Those who have something to benefit from the status quo, the slaves who think life is good because their master owns no cruelty, even if he does own them. You know this because you've spent time in groups of them, seen them turn on each other like hungry cannibals, felt the sting of a sharp retort, nursed the broken heart of a friendship sacrificed for a step up the social ladder. You've recognized this in the dark parts of yourself, feeling like womanhood is a zero-sum game, hating others for having what you do not. And so the hair is stripped, waxed, plucked, epilated, shaved, body parts removed daily and discarded. And when I ask about it, I hear, nobody makes me do this. I do it for me. I like my body smooth and clean, as though the way we were born was dirty. Someone once said, there are none so hopelessly enslaved as those that believe they are free. The world is sharp for me now, coming into clearer focus daily. I wish women could see, gain hope, break out of their slavery, believe in the infinite abundance of good. You having something of value does not take that away from me. Like living in a democracy where you may choose between two people you never elected, I know I never made a true choice about my appearance, selecting only from a list of options in which I had no vote. All of a sudden, deciding what to do with my body hair becomes a political issue. I mean, I want to set a good example for my future children, but it makes me sad that my own self wasn't enough. And so the mindless editing has stopped, or is stopping. At least I know that my aesthetic preferences were never really mine to begin with. I mean, how can I love the natural body when the first time I saw a woman with hair on her legs, I was 23 and I thought she was ugly instead of free. During this change to fatten my bravery, I've had hair where it's good, where it should be. And it's not thick or straight or curly, but it's long, apparently all that the hair on the head of a woman needs to be. And this gave me my strength when I felt ugly. When good skin takes leave, when my body was swollen from hormonal ebb and flow, when what I see in the mirror frightens me, there was the eternal comfort of this crowning glory. But it makes no sense. Like a security blanket that I will never outgrow, again I see that the value I place on my hair comes with a story, loaded and heavy, to define my worth. But I am worth more than this. And I don't want to be rescued from my insecurities by the comfort that comes from thinking at least others might think I'm pretty. Am I really that weak? So, if I must be judged, let it be based on me. My actions, my deeds, the kindness I leave, the words that I speak. I know some will start with horror when they see me, but if this is the worst thing I do, let it be. I refuse to be anything other than free.